Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, the entirely merciful, the especially merciful. Allah Almighty says in the Holy Quran, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وما أرسلنا من قبلك من رسول إلا نوحي إليه أنه لا إله إلا أنا فاعبدون. Allah Almighty says in the Holy Quran to the last Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, that we sent not before you any messenger except that we revealed to him that there is no deity except me, so worship me. That is, Allah Almighty says that all the prophets sent by Allah Almighty, they delivered a consistent message to the humanity that there is no deity, there is no God but Allah, so worship Allah Almighty only. This was a special blessing and mercy of Allah Almighty that He sent the prophets for the guidance of the mankind. He revealed the books for the guidance of mankind. And man is created by Allah Almighty for test. All the people will be resurrected and they will be gathered on the day of resurrection, on the day of judgment, and all the human beings, they will be asked of their deeds, and they will be asked of their actions. So the human beings are gifted with the higher cognitive abilities to differentiate between good and bad, just and unjust. So they are in a test in this life, and they will be resurrected, they will be gathered, and they will be asked about the message delivered by the prophets, the message of monotheism, the existence of God, oneness of God, and fulfillment of the commandments of God, Allah Almighty. So all the human beings are going to be gathered and resurrected, and they will be asked. The righteous people will be rewarded and the wrongdoers will be punished. So Allah Almighty sent the prophets for the guidance of mankind, and He revealed the books for the guidance of mankind. Also, Allah Almighty placed many signs in the universe, in the human body, in this system. He placed so many signs so that the people can conclude and realize about the creator, the designer of this universe. There are many verses in the Holy Quran, in the Holy Book revealed upon the last Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Like Allah Almighty says in the Holy Quran in chapter 3, verse number 190. إن في خلق السماوات والأرض واختلاف الليل والنهار لآيات لأولي الألباب. Indeed, in the creation of the heavens and the earth and alternation of night and day. There are signs for the people of understanding, for those who reason. There are many signs. Similarly, Allah Almighty says in the Holy Quran, وَفِي الْأَرْضِ آيَاتٌ لِلْمُوقِنِينَ وَفِي أَنفُسِكُمْ أَفَلَا تُبْصِرُونَ. Allah Almighty says that there are signs in the earth for those who are certain in faith, and in yourselves, in your bodies, and there are signs in the earth and signs in yourselves. وَفِي أَنفُسِكُمْ أَفَلَا تُبْصِرُونَ. Then will you not see? Allah Almighty says. Similarly, Allah Almighty says in the Holy Quran, in chapter 12, verse number 105, وَكَأَيٍّ مِّنْ آيَةٍ فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ يَمُرُّونَ عَلَيْهَا وَهُمْ عَنْهَا مُعْرِضُونَ. That how many a sign in the heavens and the earth do they pass over, while they therefrom are turning away. Allah Almighty says that there are many signs in the heavens and the earth. Many signs in the heavens and the earth. The people pass over. Do they pass over? While they therefrom are turning away, that is, they do not give thought, they do not consider these, and they do not reflect and to take a lesson and to concentrate on the fact that all this cannot be a mere chance only, all this cannot be haphazard, all this cannot be a random process. Rather, this so much highly tuned, sophisticated, and this diverse universe and these sophisticated systems of the human bodies and other animals, all these cannot be a mere chance, all this cannot be a haphazard phenomena. Rather, there must be a designer, a creator. So Allah Almighty says, وَكَأَيٍّ مِّنْ آيَةٍ فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ يَمُرُّونَ عَلَيْهَا وَهُمْ عَنْهَا مُعْرِضُونَ. How many a sign in the heavens and the earth do they pass over, while they therefrom are turning away. Allah Almighty says in the Holy Quran, أَفَحَسِبْتُمْ أَنَّمَا خَلَقْنَاكُمْ أَبَسًا وَأَنَّكُمْ إِلَيْنَا لَا تُرْجَعُونَ. Do you think that we created you uselessly? أَفَحَسِبْتُمْ أَنَّمَا خَلَقْنَاكُمْ أَبَسًا وَأَنَّكُمْ إِلَيْنَا لَا تُرْجَعُونَ. And that to us you will not be returned. Do you think that you are created uselessly, aimlessly, and you are not returning to us? Similarly, Allah Almighty says in the Holy Quran, وَمَا خَلَقْنَا السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضَ وَمَا بَيْنَهُمَا لَعِبِينَ. And we did not create the heavens and the earth and whatever is between them in play. That is, this creation of the heavens, the galaxies, the stars, and all this, the earth, and whatever is between them. So this is not a mere game, this is not a play. Rather, there is a big lesson in the things. If you consider these, if you think over all these things, you can conclude about the designer, about the creator, the sustainer, the cherisher of all these. So Allah Almighty says that this is not a mere play, this is not a game, We were not playing only. Allah Almighty says, وَمَا خَلَقْنَا السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضَ وَمَا بَيْنَهُمَا لَعِبِينَ مَا خَلَقْنَاهُمَا إِلَّا بِالْحَقِّ وَلَكِنَّ أَكْثَرَهُمْ لَا يَعْلَمُونَ. Allah Almighty says that we did not create these but with truth, but most of them don't know. Similarly, Allah Almighty says in the Holy Quran, this is chapter number 21, verse number 17, وَمَا خَلَقْنَا السَّمَاءِ وَالْأَرْضَ وَمَا بَيْنَهُمَا لَعِبِينَ. The same verse which we recited before, that is in Surah Dukhan, وَمَا خَلَقْنَا السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضَ وَمَا بَيْنَهُمَا لَعِبِينَ. And this verse is also similar to that, وَمَا خَلَقْنَا السَّمَاءِ وَالْأَرْضَ وَمَا بَيْنَهُمَا لَعِبِينَ, have the same meaning almost. Our creation of the heavens and the earth and all that lies between them is not a game. لو أردنا أن نتخذ لهوا لاتخذناه من لدنا إن كنا فاعلين. Had we meant to make it a playground, we would have done it by ourselves without giving you a discretion to do right and wrong. Had we ever done so, Allah Almighty says that if it was a game only, if we were doing this all in play only, there was no need of giving you intelligence, there was no need of giving you higher cognitive abilities. Allah Almighty says that if I had done all this for a game only,